Hi Libra, if you'd like to come on and have a seat for some symbolic support, my name is Steph. I have created an ink blot made in your name and essence that we are going to scry for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. As well, Libra, we're going to add on Tarot and Oracle, and where Mr. Ghost Gift here is kicking, we have Ghost Tube for any audio additions that may further inspire or irritate. Overall, please do receive a release freely, in gratitude for your awareness and attention, support, and subscribes. Ready for the reveal? Ooh, well, that's a little wonkadoo. There we go. If you want to start seeing, sensing, and feeling for any shapes or symbols that stand out to you, you're also welcome to comment below or keep to yourself. That's okay. I'm going to take a moment to open up. You can join me or fast forward through. The power is always with you. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race in the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of the Libra Collective. Librarians, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. Gratitude. Timestamps are also below should you want to get through it. Got a cotton candy vibe going. Cotton candy. Are you sweet? Libras, are you feeling sweet? I'm also seeing taffy down here, like sticky taffy. Am I in a carnival? Festival? A festival of friends? A festival of friends. I love you as well. Thank you. Or somebody may love you, Libra. Somebody in spirit. Because in here I'm seeing like a bucking bronco. But I'm pretty sure the way I just saw it, I was at a fair. It might have something to do with cars or animals or derbies. There's also a praying mantis in here. If anything means anything to you in regards to mantis or like the praying mantis or the mantids. I feel like when I'm in this taffy, I'm pulling away from someone or something a little bit, or somebody might be pulling away from me. It's okay. It's okay, I'm hearing. I just heard birds of a feather flock
beside you.
Birds of a feather flock together. Is that the saying? I don't even know if that's the right saying. Libras. Oh my goodness. Lasso. Okay, do you know what this lasso is doing? Or at least the way I'm sensing it. But please always follow your own intuition first versus listening to my yammerings, but I appreciate it. Making this lasso. Some of you also might be cooking, and I'm seeing it more like a cauldron or pot or a stew, a lasso stew. But it's creating almost like a portal, and then it's like almost like slingshot style, and this love or this something that's like magenta-y or wine color kind of throws itself out. Feels like it's having fun. But it's like getting me farther, faster. Yeah, it's in this wine red magenta. It's not so much the cotton candy. Do you know what this also just changed on me? As I'm seeing do. Is it Pebbles and Bam Bam? Playing. Masculine, feminine, inner child, something along that lines. I'm on stilts. Higher and higher. Every time I look at you, I go blind. Okay, so you're higher up, and it's like I'm painting something. Like if what is scaffolding or stilts, and the way. I don't know. or
Don't leave me.
drywall. Something along that lines. And I feel like it doesn't have to be a wall per se, but it feels like something like that. And it's kind of like what I'm slingshotting out in this magenta color.
Have you been before?
Can I get a moment to see what that it's really creative for me, because the last Sue or stew is creating a portal of sorts. Libras, whatever maybe you are working through. Do you know what it kind of feels like? If I may, it feels like you have the ability to create. Maybe you have a portal in your house, or you personally are working with portal
Cool.
perception. Makes me feel like you have this ability to create the garbage disposal, or some sort of like space-time thing. It's funny, I don't have a garbage disposal, so I don't know, like, okay. Okay, so that's a way I can think of it. So like in a septic system, sometimes they say you have to add things to it to keep the biodome of it all, so it's breaking down the material. And if for some reason it's bringing like this one very specific, I don't know if it was a meme or something, but this woman would put like a ground beef down her toilet into the septic to feed the beast. Anyway, to feed the beast. Somebody might be cooking a lot. Or you're like getting rid of, and when I say
I'm not
getting rid
sure.
of, I mean in that space of like that garbage disposal, like it's grinding things up so it's not taking up so much space. And whatever the fine dusting or remnants about it can be broken down very easily, and actually of value and nutrients like composting for like another creation, for another time. But you're not carrying like all the, if you're making a stew or something like that, or drywalling, you wouldn't keep all the pieces. You chop up your vegetables, keeping all the pieces. You compost it, or you grind something up so it takes up way less space, and sprinkle it like seasoning somewhere. I don't know if this makes any sort of sense, but that's fine. So when I was asked for something about here, I have here Scorpius is the constellation 8 and the retribution. See, it's like that recycling, the recycling of composting through, and all this coloring. I actually want to place it like in your cotton candy.
He won't leave.
And you know what's funny? There's something very specific about the texture of cotton candy. It's this big thing, this big floof, but it melts in your mouth and disintegrates into like nothing. That's the same concept. Much nicer than me talking about a septic system, but, well, just can't have it all, Steph. Can't have it all. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to start adding on some tarot as well in just a moment to help this out. I feel like a rock star in your energy. I do. I feel like a rock star. I feel like, okay, so there's a gentleman in spirit, and he is in the afterlife aura. He has been incarnate before, so he is like dangling a feather, but it's in like the concept of like a dangling a carrot. And and this doesn't feel malicious in nature. This almost feels like a feather dusting of leading you. You're trusting something or someone, some sort of communication
Be
that's
careful.
in the afterlife realm. But you are, because it's like Pebbles and Bam Bam. Pebbles, the Bam Bam of Pebbles and Bam Bam. This could be your alternate aspects, masculine, feminine energy, or your partner, whatever it is that you're working with. He has. It looks like the. Again, it's not a slingshot, but it's something along that lines, like where there's two rocks on a string and you can like whip them around and maybe they do things. I don't know. So he's in front. That energy is in front. The Bam Bam is in front, while the feminine or Pebbles is in the back. Yeah. And this isn't, again, in a forward and back. They shift gears. But I'm being led by this somebody in spirit, and they have a hat like Charlie Chaplin almost. There's another spirit that, okay, so this is funny. You might have two spirit senses. So it's like your masculine energy might hear spirit, symbols, shapes, chords of creation, conversations. I can hear whispers.
Please go.
But it's like behind me and I can hear it. It like moves this way. Where the pebbles energy, it's in front of me and comes in this way. I feel like there's something about that in the masculine energy. Maybe it's just, being the librarians of that harmony and balance, but it's not stagnant and it's not still. Right? It's ever moving like a lazy river, but it's just a calm river. It doesn't have to be lazy, where one aspect moves this way and the other aspect, it's like from them and behind them. It's like, there we go.
Tuesday.
Okay. I hope that made sense to somebody. Seven of Worlds of breakthrough and death. You also had that Scorpius energy come up here. If there's something you are breaking through in your own mind, spirit senses, gifts, mundane life, relationships, partnerships, your job, your career, whatever the case may be, all those channels are your own, and you know that. And I'm grateful for your awareness of that. But there's some sort of breakthrough that you are like painting. And it's almost a little nerve-wracking because it's like this death creature here is like that leading me by the feather. And it's like dark, but then it's shiny on the other side. There's I'm going to say a troll doll up here. But I don't know if somebody's been electrocuted before or something along that lines. Or it's some sort of, again, it's like wind, and I can see all this hair, like the hair, like whoosh.
Bracelet.
I want to call it like a witch, but I don't know. It's almost like but then I'm seeing it like Albert Einstein. Don't know how to spell that. It's fine. I was just in this very deep emotional space here. Just, because maybe you can read my mind at this point. It's a 7 of Cups. There's some sort of, if those mean anything to you. If you haven't already, if I forgot to say, Librarians, please do consider sharing, and subscribing. I'm brutal, but it's very uncomfortable for me to ask, but it is part and parcel of the process. So I'm so grateful for your attention and awareness and your support. And it warms my haunted heart, truly. Okay, let's carry on. 7 of Cups. It's like so deep. Like when water is so deep, it's so blue it looks black.
West.
Ah. But it is of the strength of this, of that which you have carried before you, okay? And carrying it and kind of throwing it like that, thing of meat down the toilet to feed the beast, or the garbage disposal. You're heaving and hoeing and lightening things up for you. For you, why? To make room for fortune and all your glory. It's like coins of,
what is
this?
I
don't even know how to say it. It feels, again, I'm in like that fair or something, or that fairground, that festival of fortune. So many things can catch your eyes and attention. There's so many people that want your attention, Libras, because you have this ability to transmute create portals, cook things. Whatever you do is infused with this. Like, you really might make magic potions, healing, tinctures, food, words. Maybe work at a golf course. I don't think it overly matters what you do. It's how you're doing it. Because then I have here fulfillment and feeler. And it's like, you know where you are needed, wanted, and you get to decide, Pebbles and Bam Bam. Where do I want to be? I have to feel it out. Where are the feathers leading me? Where are the tickles? Where are the little sprites that speak? I get to decide. Nine of Cups and Child of Cups. You get to decide. See, there's some sort of party. I don't know if you're putting on a party. Maybe you're like a party planner, or you're planning a party of some sort. But you're fulfilling some sort of breakthrough through a fear. And it could even be carrying other people's fears, if I may. Absolutely could be. All right. I was going to call you Scorpios because so much Scorpio came up here in here. Librarians. I adore you. I hope all is going well in this early March. And we'll flip this and do it again at the end of March, or for the aura of the end of March, and see what other perspectives come through. As well, if you want to check out the links below to help a gal grow, we have a Scroll into Spring draw for 13 bookmarks or tiny tapestries. And memberships is new if you want to get it on the ground floor. I think that's it. That's it. That's all, folks. All right. What do we have here? Oracle cards for Libra. Perspective. See, and I'm seeing that as like swirling. Higher self, subconscious, and conscious. I'm going to call that super conscious. Conscious, subconscious, and super conscious. And see how it's like a glowing translucence. I want to put that up there. It's like blowing your mind. I don't know what it is that you're doing, Libras, but you are going with the flow. This is all that watery flow up here. And you are drawing stuff down. You're not disrespecting other people. And maybe that's a fear, though, that you are working through, that your perspective, your point of view is disrespectful. I kind of feel like you're purging other people's projections onto you. Again, because I feel like there's just a big task that your essence, your sign holds amongst the collective. And it's very, very important. But it's like maybe not everyone appreciates a garbage disposal until it stops working. I don't have one, so I apologize if I'm using it in the wrong context. You don't really appreciate something until it breaks, or, you never really know what you have until it's gone. And for other people, that might be, I hate to say it, too bad, so sad. Libras are going with the flow. They have a call. Remember when we were talking about that deep emotion? Sorry, I get all rammy sometimes. That's that feeling right in there. And I think this is actually dark, dark blue. And you guys might see it as black, but that's where I want to place it, right in there. Purifying perspectives. And you're overcoming any sort of obstacles. But again, there's something communicating with you. But it's not typical. That's too many. Don't be ridiculous. It's not typical. Like, I can't seem to place it because it's almost like, if I was to interact with it, it's through that lasso, or I put my hand in the soup and pull something out, or Mary Poppins, like, just things keep coming out of the suitcase. And it's like, how did this happen? Like, somehow you are a magician and or a magician's assistant. It's wild. Perseverance has come out again. This is like power, persevering, and realizing even the lazy river, a calm river, has a lot of power. It's stable, and it's like, okay, I don't know why it's coming out so wonderfully beside awkward. That's great if you're beside me. Come on in. It's, when you can think of, like, moving, Lord, I don't know, or water. It feels nice. It feels nice. It doesn't feel abrupt. You're like cotton candy. You're like toast and jam. And your cotton candy, your double rainbows beside a setting sun. Okay. Angel card number, Talisman for the Librarians. You're so precious. I appreciate you. Thank you. Eternal charisma. This is everything that weaves in everything you do. Even through your transformations and metamorphosis. I'm seeing a satellite dish as well. I'm also seeing one of those, they are wire trees for outside for hanging your laundry in the wind. Using the elements to your advantage and your edge. See, and I feel very calm. It's like being a piece of laundry on this wire tree, and I get to just blow in the breeze type thing. And it's because I'm in your aura.
Pisces.
Maybe it's the season. Yeah, Pisces season. But it's just your aura. You feel like a breeze to me. And again, I kind of want to, like, all the spirit around you just feels like the breeze. You're like, no, it's not mine. It's not mine.
How do you feel?
Okay. You also have here 8 as your angel card number of I am successful. And underneath that, you also had 00, I am observant. Your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. And you are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambitions. Representing the ebb and flow, the infinite loop of creation. Loop lasso, I feel like the top of the pot. You are successful at what you're doing. You are constantly transmuting cotton candy charisma. Observant. Angels ask for your attention. Open your eyes, listen, and think about everything that is happening. Trust your intuition. Follow their guidance without any delay. Focus inward through meditation and prayer. So, we've also been talking about this. Did I apologize for the ink on my hands? Not sure. You're probably used to it by now. Listen. These feathers here with the pebbles and bam bam. This is what you've been observing in different stages. What is happening? Trust your own intuition. Even if you feel like you're being guided by something or someone that feels a little, you're allowed to, no thanks, Then there's times where you know exactly what to do. And if you need to speak with the spirit of the breezes, I dare say you sit and bask in it, bask in the breezes and breathe in subtle responses and allow them to drip in.
It's not for you.
Over time. Libras. Hoochie mama, I love it. Last but not least, a magic card. Aw, little luxuries. Is that what you want to say? Yes,
No energy.
Little luxuries. Oh, okay, if you have no energy, that's okay. Generates luxurious surroundings and experiences. Ironically, not ironically, you also have the elements here. And these elements, fire, air, earth, and water, create powerful protection. There's been so much wind and water here. Cooking, creation, pebbles and bam bam, protection, perception. You are a powerful luxury, and dare I say, that's the luxury of being on a lazy river is so nice. It's therapeutic. Hopefully you're taking some time for you to therapize, embrace things, whatever you're cooking in the kitchen or making a little extra for yourself. When I just saw this card as well with the elements, powerful protection, I saw powerful potions that I referred to when I said earlier. Because you work with the elements and directions. Feel all. Libras, you're amazing. Thank you so, so much. If I didn't say so already, because my linear mind doesn't always work well here in the liminal space, but please do consider sharing, and subscribing. The links are below to help a gal grow. Scroll into spring. Link below. Memberships. And we will do it all again. And I'm so looking forward to to getting in on this again. So until then, I'll see you again soon, Libras. Bye. Your toast and jam and your cotton candy, your double rainbow
Roger.
beside a setting sun.